Alright guys, welcome back to Act 7. So, while I was in between waiting for the files to render, we did actually make a sale, and I actually have all of it in the chat. So we actually sold that cluster jewel for 3 chaos orbs. That was the thing that we got from the little delirium. That was that little donut thing. So I sold that for 3 chaos orbs, and I purchased this item, and I'll go and show you guys up on screen. And I'll always try to show you guys on screen like what I purchased. So I specifically looked for an amulet with plus to all level lightning gems. This one was 3 chaos orbs. It granted us strength, cold resist, lightning resist, and some mana regen. Like, it was just a bunch of nice little like stats that add up, and it makes it kind of worth it. I'm still looking for some better gloves. I just am not a fan of like the whole like your hits can only kill frozen enemies, because we're still able to actually surprisingly still do enough damage on our own to the point where the absolution that we cast ourselves doesn't require the minions to actually go through and eliminate them. So that was one thing that we may swap in and out as gloves. So I don't know if I really like these gloves right now, but we'll definitely make use of this amulet. We can't use it yet, but I wanted to pick it up just so I can like mention it for you guys. But let's go and continue. So right outside of this act over here, we're just gonna go and take a left, and later we'll get Sister Cassia, and we'll be able to do our next ascendancy very, very soon as well. So we have the Crypt and the Chamber Sins, so this act will be not necessarily super long. What did we get for this one? What's that? Kishara. Okay, this is Silver Locket. There's one that's called the Kishara Star that we actually do need to do. So we'll just go ahead and go to the crossroads and go to next. That area also has waypoint 5. Is it Master of Million Faces, the thing that we're going to do now? But I believe that area is blocked off. It's almost like we're doing Act 2 again, where like we got something to finish off the other area, you know? Let me get to it, let's see. Our damage is still doing really great.
I need more mana.
Mana not doing so great. I might actually get something from mana to solve that mana issue. That's what I would consider a no-fun zone. We'll get another one of those, like, Sentinels. So I have to talk to Helena for that, so that one's not done yet. So we'll go to and get the map. We can do that now. So yeah, this area is blocked off. We'll try to go down.
When I'm ready, and not before.
There we go, the Felshire Ruins. Oh, and another delirium. Maybe we'll get another one of those jewels and we can sell it. This one's armor, unfortunately. But yeah, see, like all those would have died just from us casting. We have a really nice belt actually for a while. Until I get my belt that's like, does that have double res? Double res? One of them's a little bit low, but still say respectable. Oh, so Lee's still taking his time to die. So yellow. It's rejuvenating too. Oh, is it Tujin? Come on, Tujin. Oh, it's Gwendolyn again. The only thing I get excited about is Tujin. But if you want to do these, feel free to do them. They're actually definitely worth doing. Even earlier on, just to get the Astragalis for the rerolls. If you like the idea of that mechanic. Because it's kind of up to you and how you want to play the game. Oh, all of our minions died over there. There's something that's really strong over here. Got him? Okay. Some rogue markers. Let's keep on going. See if we can get more use out of this delirium. See if we can get 2 on the div cards. Because as you kill more, you'll see that little thing kind of fills up in the bottom left, next to our like HP. We can. This looks like there's going to be no more monsters left. Yeah. And unfortunately, we can't hop over the wall, so we'll have to go this way. Okay, so this is where we can go. And if you want to end the thing, you can just click on this, and it'll just fast forward it, just in case like there's just no more monsters to kill. And that one didn't really give us that much results. Let's see if we get this flask and we can mod it. The cursor isn't that bad. Okay, nice. Absolution's leveling up. Sweet, 71 strength. Okay, so I want to make sure we're still keeping up like our strength up. So we have a Trial of Ascendancy. This is in the Crypt for Act 7. This is the next like trials that we're doing. And then we're gonna get our big upgrade. Our big upgrade's about to come up. Let me get that minion life and damage. Like they're just dying way too fast. But again, it's because like this league, even though nothing has changed, it's definitely a lot harder because they made the base monsters in this game like roll with like insane modifiers. That one doesn't actually do anything. Again, sometimes you'll open up these switches that don't do anything. Like that one doesn't do anything. Alright. Okay, we got that done. In the Crypt, we gotta find a little like coffin thing. We go down and there's a sarcophagus. What it's called. So we're gonna get an item in one of these. I'm going to take it to like a map device. It's almost like a preview of the endgame. Checking the prices of 6 links. We're probably not going to get one for a while because the league is still early, and by the time we can actually like really utilize it, I mean we could technically use one right now if we got like a tabula or something like that, but the mana cost is definitely going to be causing an issue. I mean we're already kind of running into mana issues. If I want to look at mana issues, I mean there are a couple mana nodes. There's 2 mana nodes right here that could probably help out. Grants us extra int, 20% extra mana, and mana regen. This actually gives us some mana regen too, but that's going to be at level 60. I kind of want to solve this mana issue now. A lot of these things that we get for mana specifically are going to be temporary issues that we can solve. But we could get some regen here. There's 30% and then regen life, so that's kind of nice too. But there's also reduced mana cost of skills, which can actually add up quite a bit as well. There's reduced cost of skills as well down here. So these 2 nodes can be great. I was actually pathing towards this, but it's okay. Sometimes if you like, I kind of want to path towards this, and then in the middle of it, you notice you hit a roadblock, you need to put a point into like strength or something. It's totally okay. You don't feel like you have to fully commit to like what you want to do and then go the other way, because mana is an issue where like it's basically your DPS, right? But for only 2 or 3 nodes, because I can maybe get that extra, where is it, damage taken recouped as mana, or I can get the reduction of cost by 10%. I think I'm going to actually invest into this. This is something we will definitely respec out of, but I just don't like not having mana. And even though I have like a mana flask, I don't want to use a mana flask. Like I just want it to just work, if that makes sense. So now we're going to go here to the crossroads, and we're going to go up now that we have the little gem, the Maligro's map. 51 with 54. It takes so long. It takes 8 of those just to get 1 Chaos Orb. It's not worth it in my opinion. Apollo Forgotten. How you doing, mate? Let's try to solve this mana problem if we can. Also maybe level up Clarity a couple times more. But that also reduces our mana technically, so it's like it kind of helps, but it kind of doesn't. Wait, another Delirium! Wow, giving us a lot of Deliriums. Oh, it's Einhar. He's just too slow. This one is Rings. I like doing these. at least until seeing the second one before I commit to like not wanting to do it. The essence from the enemy? Oh, can we not interact with it? Okay, there we go. We can. There we go. I want that. And let's keep on going. Oh, we lost out on our golem again. The Race Spectre's about to level up too. What do we have in this one? Doesn't even show the thing. No biggie though. Ooh, another essence. These are always good to do. Up until you basically have like good gear. But even like late in the game, you can still use these. If you know what you're doing with crafting, like I really like essences. Wow, this is a really dangerous fight. Jeez. Probably looking to getting a jewel that says like cannot be inflicted with corrupted blood. Okay, so now we have silk, so we can do. Let me go and finish. Okay, it's gonna give us a reward. So we have some gloves. Actually, are these gonna be better than what we have? Let's see. Dexterity, chaos res, armor, max energy shield, rarity, lightning resistance, 15 to mana. Honestly, like, I kind of want to replace these. The reason why is because I can't, like, do the one-shot. Yeah, we'll lose a bunch of life. But that's something, it's, like, perfectly colored, too. Like, it was meant for us to swap right now. Alright, so we're going to go throw these on. Because, like I said, we were doing enough damage. And then what do we have to resummon? Like, the golem. Okay. And let's go ahead and summon our zombies again. Let's go throw a desecrate. It's what, 6? Okay, we get 6 zombies. Even though we lost out on some life, it's worth it. Well, let's grab the 2 stone ring, and that's really it. Oops, I didn't actually open up that. Let's see, we got extra fire resist. 75 to life is fantastic. What does this one do? We're gonna lose out on that cast speed, but like that extra life will make up for the life that we lost from swapping. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this map device, get the new Maligro map, throw it in here, and hit activate. We're also going to identify this cluster jewel that we picked up. We have martial prowess and fuel the fight. I think these ones might be worth something. Let me go check with my little scanner tool. So the scanner tool that I use is called Awaken PoE Trade. It's linked in the first video where I have like all the little tools. So fuel the fight, martial prowess. It's like 3 chaos. It's probably pretty decent. Like we could probably sell it for 3 chaos. Let's go throw it in the stash, and we're gonna go ahead and try to sell it. If we can sell it, cool. If not, you know, it's no big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. Let's go negotiable price. I always like to put negotiable price because sometimes people will offer you a little bit lower. Like if someone offered me 2 with it, I just say whatever, it's fine. Because very, very soon, a lot of these things will be worth next to nothing. And so now that we put the little thing in the map device, now we have maps to go into, and we can actually fight the boss. This is basically how endgame kind of works in PoE. So you put an item into the map device that has all these like modifiers. But I might just try to sell that thing like for like 1 or 2 chaos so I can get something now. I'll keep these gloves because I can use these gloves later for something else. That's why I wanted to pick them up. Anyways, because I know what they do, but like I was surprised our damage was just so good. We didn't even need to have that. You can also, if you wanted to, if you get 2 Tassalio signs, yeah, the damage is still insanely good. Like our damage, not even like the minions' damage. Minion damage is obviously great too, but oh, currency items. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. But you'll see that there's a negative modifier. Monsters always crit strike us. That's probably not a good thing, right? So now you'll see where this becomes a lot more difficult. Monsters are immune to curses, quantity of items, immune to physical quantity items. So like you can make them. I don't want to make them immune to curses, but I want to grab that. Oh, wait, let's go back one. Can I grab this one first? Actually, let's see if we can grab this one first. So we're gonna put one thing right here, one here, one here. All monsters can shock. A rare weapon. I don't care about the weapon, but whatever. We're just gonna select it, just because I can't place it under the extra quantity. But I wanted the currency and the quantity, but it just sometimes things just don't line up properly, and you got to do with what you got. We didn't even get anything really that great. All right, so let's put this into here and let's see what our mana goes to. So we're at 393. 346, and then we can get this node to get to the either reduction of cost. Let's see, what does this even cost us right now? So 64 mana, so a 10% reduction, not too bad. Or we can make it so recover, what is it? 10%, a chance to recover 10% of our mana when we use a skill. That can be good for things that use like a hefty amount of mana. I'm probably just gonna get the reduction cost, and we'll see how like that kind of works, and we can get some other ones. But I get the one already that gives us life, so like I'm gonna path out for it anyways, because there's just like a life node that's close to it. So get some extra reduction, some more mana, because we will run into mana problems later when we go for 6 link as well. Early on, but later again it becomes solved. Corrupted Blood is on us. That's that little icon. That's the icon that matters. The rest doesn't really matter. Oh, we're still got Corrupted Blood. Yeah, we should probably look out for a jewel that makes us immune to it, because that is essentially what's going to get us killed. But it's only really in this map where we're probably going to hit by a lot. There's a Gem Cutter's Prism. That can upgrade the quality of a gem, but don't waste it now. You're better off usually trying to sell them early on, because they become worth a lot less later as time goes on. But right now, let me see what they're worth. So here's what it looks like. Sometimes they're worth, okay, they're 0.3. So 3 equals 1 Chaos Orb, so that's actually pretty cheap already. Sometimes though, in the very beginning, they can be worth like 1 Chaos or like half, but now it's like 33 or 0.33. So we're gonna go to the workshop. I'm gonna throw up a map if we want to. And we gotta kill Yugioh. Since our damage is so high, it's pretty easy to kill anyways. Look at that, we just melted him like super fast. Whew. Amazing. He drops the Black Venom. And now we go talk to Helena for a reward. So now we're gonna go back. Talk to Silk. We can talk to Silk also. Oops, we need to talk to Silk. So we take these keys, and we also got a unique item. This thing isn't really going to be useful for us, but it's extra level of curse gems. It's actually not a bad like item completely, but I just don't have the dex for it. But on top of that, I do like move speed, but I would rather get the extra damage, and we're just got to work our way to 60, and we're pretty close for 55. So now we're going to go ahead and we can go back and get rid of some of these items in our inventory. So we'll put this in our stash. I'm going to put this away. This I'm just going to sell for Alk Shards. So we get some Alk Shards with that. If we see any red, green, blue, I usually try to pick those up. Our current boots are actually quite nice. I'm going to just pick these up just in case.
Keep your life to your own.
And this is at least a 4. Whew. Too bad it didn't have like movement speed, life. What we're really looking for on boots is always going to be movement speed and life. Nomic Storm is, there's nothing that competes with this though. It's literally 40% move speed. The only thing that beats is like 7 league step, which is like is not going to be affordable early on. We don't need this. I don't know why I picked it up. Sometimes, you know, you're picking stuff up, you accidentally pick up other things. If you need money, you can do heists. Whoops. Whoa.
Go with courage.
Stash tab is what I actually wanted. This is a quest item. A lot of the quest items you can't move, and so like sometimes you're forced to complete the quest in order to get it out of your inventory. So like these 2 items are stuck here, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, the other thing was way better. I don't know why I was keeping that. This we definitely need to keep. I bought that. Convocation, we still need to put... Oh, we can finally put in Convocation again. That's awesome.
The spirit hums with you.
Let's put it on T. Okay. Oh, actually, I liked it on this because it's just actually pretty easy to click on it. And we don't need these 2 rings. This jewel's not useful.
Be well.
What is this one? Spell Echo. I could level it up. It's not like that bad. I can actually get a different weapon set, and you can actually level it up like in a different weapon. Like for example,
Just make life spirit hums with
like let me go buy. Let's say like something for let's 3. Okay, so I just want 3 sockets, so I can throw in this right. If I want to level this up, I can put it on my offhand, and I can still level it up, which can be nice. Okay. I guess we can talk to Gwendolyn the Gambler too. Okay. These 2 are dead though, so I need to actually swap this. So. I wish you could control click over here, but oh, what the heck happened? My game crashed. Whoops. I don't know what happened. PoE crashed. Okay, well, it's fine. We turn it off, turn it back on. Maybe we can't control click. Maybe the servers crashed. I don't know. It happens. I'm just going to leave this. Oh, Path of Exile just actually had an update, like literally right now. Sometimes they do make announcements. Maybe I didn't pay attention. They're like, hey, the server's restarting. Please exit like within the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, your progress will not be saved, and that would kind of suck. Okay, so at least we put that back. I don't know if it was control clicking that did it, so I'm just going to not control click anymore, just in case that caused it. This one's like, I want 8 out of 8. Okay, so I can do these several times. Now, can you... Oh, it says unmodifiable. Never mind. Don't even bother, like, to read anything else. All right. So, now I'll go back, talk to Waylon. He can give us a reward for, like, the little thing that we got. If you want to... it really isn't anything super good. The Sulfur Flask can be okay for Consecrated Crown. Gives you some healing, gives you increased damage. Can be used... It's really good for bosses because you can stand on it, and it gives you, like, heals. I'll mess around with it just so you guys can see what it looks like visually too. But I always like having like 3 Quicksilver, or like at least 2, but like 3 is just like you can go fast. All right, so what are we on? So we need to actually do a couple things here. So we can actually. Well, so we already did the Crypt, and then now we also have the Chamber of Sins level 2. For one of the other quests, so we're going to actually go back to the Chamber of Sins. But we need to go to level 2. So in order to get to level 2, we actually needed to get the key that we got from him from defeating the boss. And once we hit 60, we'll be a-okay. So what we're looking for is the exit here, which may be on the top. But here's Consecrated Ground. You can see it. It will give us healing. It's great for bosses, and it gives us 40% increased damage. Fantastic stuff, but we have to be on it. Like, even that level 52 just melted. Perhaps it's over here. Is that also all dead end? Okay. So it's going to be faster, actually, if we just take the waypoint. Or I could log out, log in. But hello, Daniel, how you doing, man? All right, let's go back to the Chamber of Sin. We're gonna go the other way. All right, next zone. So you see where there's like this little purple stuff. All you do is walk through, and you'll be good. You have to have the key though. And let's continue. Yeah, I'm really liking not having that southbound glove. Oh, I didn't click on it? There we go. We have the portal scroll. Alright, and Chamber Sins level 2. That's the next Trial of Ascendancy. So we got these spinning saw blades. I'm just going to pull all the timed cranks. And we're just going to run. Brings up that. Then we gotta go over here. So these get harder and harder. So that time crank, I believe, just makes those things not move. Okay, there we go. Now the trial is complete. Now actually activate both of those things. The sentinels. But when we do the next trial, oh, we're gonna get so much stats. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Because +2 to the minion levels, and once we hit 60, are we're gonna get 3 levels of absolution, which, you know, I think I mentioned this before, and I really should just pull this up. Okay, so this is our absolution damage right now. Let me actually show you this. So this is a really great website. It's called PoE.db. PoE.db.tw. So currently, let me check our level of absolution. So our current level of absolution is level 15, but it's because it's level 13, but it has +2. So right now it's level 15, right? If I'm able to get +3 extra levels on it, watch how much damage it grows. So right now the flat damage, this is the deals whatever physical damage, but technically half of it gets converted to lightning, but it's 100% converted to lightning. Just look at the numbers though, it's because it's going to be what scales off of it, right? So we have 473 to 709, right? Physical damage. We go up 3 levels. It's 700 to 1050. Big difference, right? That's a huge bonus amount of damage. So that's why, like, I always favor getting the levels on, and any minion just starts scaling just incredibly fast. Hello, Ethan. How you doing? And let's keep on moving. Keep on moving. Here we go. Finally, the exit. Let's open portal too, just in case. Oh, actually, no. This doesn't even really matter that much. We'll just go through the secret passage to the old forest. There we go. We go to the den. Okay, now we get the waypoint. Now we're going through an alternate path, and that's how we get to the bottom of the map, because you'll see the map. Let me kill these things first. You see the bottom of the map? Like, this is like, it was blocked before, and now we're going this way, and now we can access this, that will let us access the other ways, and it will let us progress. I guess. Let's go. Let's keep on moving. I'm going to swap this thing out now. I mean, you guys saw how it works. I don't really need extra bonus damage. We're fine. For bosses, sure. But honestly, for bosses, I'll just throw conductivity on them and I'll call it a day. But we're actually like 2 levels higher. We're about to be 3 levels higher. Let's activate those, this thing over here. So remember the Great White? They resummoned them.
I need more mana.
Oh no, the mana. But next up, we'll get that mana reduction. That will help out a little bit. So we might actually have to put in, like, right now we have, what, 3 points into mana? Might have to put a couple more into it. Especially when we get a 6th link, but later we'll take all those out. So we'll go to the Ashen Fields. On the Ashen Fields. And we're gonna go over here. And you might see a familiar face from Act 2. Reduce charges per use. Okay. Oh, it has mirror items, so it's like 2 of the same. Another essence over here. There we go. Grab that, and we're gonna move over here to the fortress encampment. If you guys remember Act 2, the guy Groost. Well, he turned a little bit crazy. farming the skeletons while we wait. Okay, there's Groose, Lord of the Forest. And he's gone. We have some gloves. Maybe we have an upgrade here. Let's check it out. We have regen. Oh, there's plus life. What does this one do? Yeah, this one's way... Well, do we have max lightning resist? Yeah, we're over-capped in lightning resist. This is awesome. And we're just getting, like, upgrades that work perfectly. Because this one just grants us life. Oh, wait. One of them's the wrong color. Just kidding. Let's go back to town. I want this extra life, though. So I'm going to go back to town, then we'll exit the other way. But I'm going to see if we can get this to the right colors. Even though I really shouldn't be wasting it on this. It's like 50-50 going red. Okay, there we go. That was kind of a waste, to be honest, because it's probably not worth that much, but it's just, for me, it's like a nice little extra amount of life. Still good.
Keep your wits about
You get another passive skill point for that quest, which we just did, which is, I believe, what is that? Master a Million Faces. Oh no, wait, that was yeah, Groost, yeah, Master of a Million Faces. So we done both of the Trial of Ascendancies. We did Master of a Million Faces. We have Queen of Despair and Kishara Star. And we don't have any of those quest starts stated yet, but we will get those started very soon. Next up, though, for this mana node, I want to get the reduced cost of mana. I could get the damage recoup, but I have so many pets that like I'd rather just get reduction of mana cost because that's always available. Now, looking at other mana things that we can get for another 3 points, since I have a chance to, what's my chance to block spell damage? I think I have 0. That's probably not going to grant us that much, but if I also get that 10% chance to recover 10%, that could be okay too. But let me see what else there is a like good little mana node. Let's see. Oh, this one's actually pretty nice. I actually like having this one. So where is it? 10% chance to gain Arcane Surge when we kill an enemy. I like this. It's gonna cost 3 to get to it, like fully. Or I can start pathing down here. What's it? 1? Because I need to grab this like 100%. Definitely grab that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can get this reduction of cost of skills, and we can actually path down here. I'm actually relatively comfortable with life, and this is getting life anyways, and I need to start investing into this because once I get the money to get the cluster jewel, yeah, it's gonna be big. So I'll get this Groose necklace if we want to. This one, it's not really that necessary to do. I probably should have picked it up because now I can't get rid of it.
Whispers of destiny.
So I'm stuck with it. But we just place it over in an area. We're going to go back to the Ashen Fields. And we're going to exit over
When
here.
I'm ready.
We have to reactivate some of these buffs and resummon the golem. We got to go. So this area, what are we at? Oh, it's like 30 minutes. Okay, not too bad. Oh, something good dropped, and we have to go this way anyways. Because it was a dead end. So we go to the Dread Thicket. So in this area, I actually kind of want the waypoint. Okay, we got the waypoint, good. Okay, so the reason why I want the waypoint is because we're going to be picking up some stuff here, and then we're going to go the other direction. So if we go over here, there is a, what's called the Abyss. And you follow it, and it's going to summon a bunch of monsters. Let's make sure we level up everything. Okay, Desecrate doesn't matter if we level it up or not. It's not a very important skill.
I need more mana.
So we want to click on these fireflies, but we just kind of follow the thing and kill monsters. That's what Abyss is about. Then it's going to drop a jewel. Actually, they did buff the mechanics. So let's see if we can actually do all of it. And sometimes you can go down the hole and you can fight a boss that can drop some really good stuff. It drops like one of the best belts in the game. Ooh! That's a heavy amount of damage that we took there. So they definitely buffed this mechanic up too. And then we open up the chest at the very end. It'll usually drop an eye. I think it almost always drops one. Not going to be super good, unfortunately, but that's okay. If that thing was 5 linked, I'd try to sell it for 1 Chaos Orb right now. Alright, so, like I said, that was a lot of damage, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a long ways before we get anything, like, good. but this one's also a great thing to have. But I want this because I'm going to get this anyways, and that way I don't have to respec. Maybe we'll get this. It depends if we still have mana problems after that. But there's also increased mana and reduce the cost of skills. You know what? I really want to fix this problem now. I'm going to get these 2 points right now. And we'll see if it... This is also reduced cost. I mean, these all give reduced cost. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pick up... these two, and we'll see if it kind of solves it, because that's also giving us a massive amount of mana. But yeah, click on all the fireflies. There's actually a strategy that some people do, and I'll mention it, but I think it's absolutely terrible. Also, for Nomex Storm, it would kind of make it worse. But I will mention this strategy just because I like showing off what some people do like to do. So we're going to collect a bunch of these fireflies. Go down here and kill a boss as well. Since we're here, I'm just going to go ahead and kill it. Go ahead and Despair and Grothel. The Mother of Despair. Oh, that shout does a lot of damage, but we do more. Okay. So we have the quest for completing. There we go. The Queen of Despair is indeed killed. So that will give us another skill point. Oh, it's another Sentinel thing. Let's go activate it. I don't know if we got all the fireflies. We have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Just gonna browse around the top right here. I actually don't remember off the top of my head how many fireflies it is. So we're gonna scout out this area. There's another contract. If you like doing heists, those are the things you need to pick up. I'm not gonna bother doing them because even though I even say they have good rewards, I don't really mind doing them. Okay, there's still another firefly. Good thing I didn't go back. All right, let me find out how many fireflies it is. Is it 7? Okay, there we go. Deliver the fireflies. We're good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it is 7. Okay. It's weird. I just didn't remember the number off the top of my head. Alright. So now we're going to go talk to Aramir. Get the skill point. Talk to Yuna. And we're going to deliver the fireflies to her later. So we're going to go back to the northern forest and go the other direction. That's why I said I wanted to get the waypoint. Actually use Raise Spectre maybe. Well, let's try raising Spectre. Can we raise 2 of them? We still only have 1. Oh, it ignites us when it's activated. Oh, but let me mention the thing I was talking about, because like I'm talking about like mana problems, and this is what some people do, and I don't really recommend it. The reason why is because this league is already hard enough, but people will path up here, and it takes a lot of nodes actually to go over here, and they can get some like leech. There's like spell damage, leeches, energy shield, and they get Eldritch Battery. It's a cool combo. It makes it so like you start leeching energy shield, but then you also spend your energy shield. And I feel like the extra energy shield buffer has kept us alive a couple times. And I'd rather invest the points into just fixing the mana problems. Versus making us less tanky by fixing the problem, if that makes any sense. Because you spend those points, if those points also gave you like survivability, that'd be excellent, but it doesn't. It makes you less tanky.
When I'm ready, and not
Unless you just get the spell leech, but if it's like spell leech, but then you also spend the mana, especially like on a 5 or 6 link, like, you know, you're spending 56 mana, and you'd be taking that as energy shield. Which we have 500, but that's like a quarter of our life, you know? So we can actually do this, grab the waypoint, teleport across again, being a little bit efficient and fast. So this is Incursion. There's a league mechanic, but I'll show you guys it later. It's not really worth doing right now, in my opinion. There are some pretty good gloves that you can get if you want to become a trapper, but we're not trapper. You can sell them technically, like, so even if you don't like doing the mechanic to get an item for yourself, you do it for other reasons. Okay, so this is Kishara Star. We talked to Waylon, and that's the other skill point quest, which we will eventually get. Once we get to the Vol City and we get the waypoint, that's when we'll go ahead and go back. And now that we've collected these fireflies, we don't have to double back. Because how the quest line should normally work... Oh, it froze us again. See, like, these chests, when it's like freeze when activated, it's so mean for beginner players. Because you're not going to have freeze immunity. And the only reason why we're really surviving is because we have all these minions to, like, do the damage for us. I think maybe freeze should only be used in like, towards endgame. Like, maybe maps. Because that's when you can at least get the freeze immunity. But early on, a lot of people don't get freeze immunity. Like, you're not going to have access to it. Like, sure, you can get items that do it, but... Hey, are we already good on our mana problem? I didn't actually notice that. Let me actually just kind of spam more. Maybe only on a boss, but, like, pretty much, we're really good. If I get that next skill, we should be A-okay. But as we level up gems, too, they cost more mana. So it's like, even though we scale, we get more mana as we level up. We also have more mana costs. So it almost doesn't really, like, fix itself. Like, you'll have to do some investment at some point. Or we could get a ring. Actually, one Chaos Ore would get us Praxis that would solve all of that. But it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Because then we'd have like lower resistances, so it's like another thing to fix. So like either way, you're gonna have to invest somewhere into it, if that makes sense. Alright, so we need to find out where the heck the thing is. Is it in the middle? There's still a little bit up on the top that we didn't actually fully discover. I'm assuming it's towards the top. But again, sometimes they rotate the map. I don't know if they've done it this league, but there we go, somewhere around here. Alright, so we're gonna get the waypoint, we're gonna go back, we're gonna get a skill point, and then we will continue on. And we are really close to 60. So with this passive point, I think this should, like, pretty much fix it. Boom. There we go.
You be kind if you...
Oh, we got that quest?
Greetings.
Is this complete? Oh, I didn't. Okay, I got the book, but I didn't activate it. I was like, wait, where's that extra skill point? Okay, I think we're pretty good on mana, but I'm just gonna like not use a point in because if I need to invest into like another one of these, I'll do it. But if not, I'm gonna probably get this life, go in here, and then get this. Then I'm gonna respec out of this because this is just another 5 levels, and I want this now before I fight a boss. Okay, so let's level that up, and then also, oh, we got did we deliver the thing to Waylon? Oh, cool. There's another passive point. Aha. Okay, so now we have another passive point after we activate the book. And then this is the Pillar of the Caged God. So what does it give us? Increased physical damage per, like, it gives a bunch of stats per other main stat. Okay. I don't think this is worth anything. I'm going to use my scanner tool. I'll let you know what it's worth. It's worth 1 orb alchemy. I'm just going to sell it for alchemy shards because it's just going to sit in the stash for the most part if we don't. And also these things use up too much stash space. Destroy this, get that out of the way. I don't need that. And I'm just going to put it in my stash. I'm going to put all these little things over here. Okay, so we have 2 stat points, but I'm going to continue on. So right where we went back to the waypoint, we're going to talk to Yina. And normally, will tell you to go collect fireflies, but she turns into a fox, and then she opens this thing up that's by spider webs. So it's kind of weird, but that's how it works. Like 45 minutes in. Okay, we're coming up to the final act boss too. And next time, in the next part, because we're coming up to the boss for this act, we will be fighting the second ascendancy, and the second ascendancy will be a huge boost, and we'll hit 60 probably very soon. It's 54, okay. And the 60 we get to use that awesome new amulet. Let's go activate this and make things harder. I think we're good on mana now. Like, our mana problem is we just need a little bit more of that mana reduction cost. Ooh. So now we invest into life, I think. I'm pretty happy with my mana. Okay, good. And then I'm going to invest into the other stuff anyways, but yeah, for right now, getting that. We could also actually consider getting either the 2% regen, could be actually pretty nice for more survivability. Just so like when you're like burning or you're hit with something else, you can just like almost run it off and it's not as bad. Like obviously when you run, you take bleed damage, but more bleed damage, but it helps out. And only for 1 point, it's really not that bad. Or the vitality reservation, that's something else you can consider as well. All of our resistances are excellent. Our fire res is just off the charts right now. Yeah, that's why I like getting Alira. Helps out so much. I mean, 2 extra skill points helps out a lot, don't get me wrong. But just early on for the extra mana too, it's too good. Ooh, that was close. See, with minus 500 energy shield, we definitely would have been dead over there. But it's also because of Gnomic Storm. Gnomic Storm is very dangerous for very high hitting hits because you just take, 15% more if you're full on energy shield. And like a boss just a wind up charges up and hits you. Yeah. But like I still like Gnomic Storm. I mean, we've only died once and it was kind of like slightly on purpose. It's kind of just like, how good's our character? I feel like it's pretty good. Let's find out. It's still good though. I mean, we've only died once. Had a couple of close calls, but it wasn't just because of Gnomic Storm. Like, they've scaled this league to be a lot harder. Because they've always wanted to make rare monsters harder in PoE. But honestly, I feel like the game is hard enough. And they want to add like a hard mode. Which I guess like hard mode is almost playing just like hardcore already. Like if you die once, you lose your character, you lose all your gear. And I've never had a desire to play on PoE hardcore. Especially since sometimes the servers day one can have issues. But we haven't really had any issues that I'm aware of. It was like, I think it was like, in the very first act, we got a little bit of latency, but it was not that bad. It's playable. But there are times, like, I've gotten my attack speed so fast. Well, it's with a very specific ability that lets us teleport. If you do it too fast, the game would just kick you. For the first, like, week, it was like that for Flicker Strike. Next area. Ooh, no, I didn't really want to go in this area. Okay. Like I said, it's not worth going in these areas earlier on. You can get 6-link items, though. It's not super uncommon. I mean, if I could guarantee get one, sure, I'd do it. But it's not guaranteed, and I'd rather just progress and get stuff done. Because every 5 minutes that you spend not doing, like, progressing yourself towards the endgame maps, that's another map that you could have done, you know? So let's see how hard this is going to be. Oh wait, you can go Desecrate. Oh, I should show you guys this. So, remember the guy, Silk? He thought he could control the Spider Queen. The Spider Queen mechanical beast thing was just like, nope. The Spinner of Shadows, Arakali. It's just like, nope. So watch out for these purple lines. Don't stand them, they do damage. Pop these little spider eggs. Yeah, this is a really easy boss fight though. Okay. He's doing his little thing. Let's see if it's got anything good to drop now. Really isn't too many good things that can drop now. For us, anyways. Alright, let's get to the next town, and that will be Act 8 next time. I don't think we have enough currency. We have... Let's activate this. See if we can get some buffed up monsters to drop some extra good stuff. Let them drop the chisel. It's not anything like super exciting though. Woo! We're bleeding too. That's no good. Woo. Yeah, definitely. If you turn this thing on, it definitely makes the game so much harder. Like all those close calls, definitely from that mechanic. Oh, it's gonna make me resummon my golem. Now. Woo-hoo. 58. A lot of people will skip out on getting like the smaller node because they just get the big node and they just move on to like, let's say, the next. I'm gonna get it right now because I feel like it's worth it. Because I end up getting it later anyways. But if you want to path towards down like the reduced mana cost thing, that could get what do we put into 2 points? So like once we get to the point where like it's right here or like right here, those actually it's gonna be what 6%. This is 9% and increases mana, but it's fine. Ooh, is a foiling. Okay, let's go to the stairs.
When I'm ready and not afraid.
These all have modifiers? Oh, they don't. Let's fix that. I should have done that a while ago. But it's okay. It's certainly not that big of a deal. But if we're talking about like min-maxing everything, yeah. I should have modified the flask to roll something on it. Like getting immune to corrupted blood, which I still don't have. I had it on something before, but let's see if we can get it on one of these. Very long stretch to get to the encampments here. Alright, now we got to the Sarn encampment. And you'll notice this is what used to be Act 3, but now it's like all like it's got this green gas. But now you can also go into the Aspirants Plaza, and we can now do the next one. And you can also enter it on your mini map over here. But what are we at? We're at 53. We'll save this one for next time. So we're almost level 60. It'd be probably better for us to do it at 60, but I'm gonna do it at 58 because I want that extra big jump in damage. So yeah, we just got to Sarn. Technically, that's also Sarn encampment, but it's like the Sarn encampment in the future is kind of how the timeline works. We can talk to everyone in the town, and if I want to get a different one, let's get this one. The Soul of Arakali is going to be better now because it gives us reduction of damage over time. That's going to be big for poisons, bleeds.
Be careful.
There's a lot of damage over time things, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to also roll our flasks before we end it off on this part. So we're going to get those transmutations. This one could be rolled. This one could be rolled. Armor's not bad. Like, it's usable. We're also, for the first time, using augmentation. So flask can have a few modifiers. If it only has one, you can throw this on. And now we have chance to gain a charge when we deal a critical strike. We can't actually really deal critical strikes, but hey, it's better than nothing. Now I'm going to throw these transmutes on this Quicksilver. We have increased charge recovery. Block stun recovery is like so bad. I'm just going to reuse a of all three because I don't want that stat. I want a complete new one. Well, we'll roll the same one. Elemental resistances were already pretty much maxed out. Block stun recovery. Charge recovery, that's good. Now I'm going to augment. We have extra evasion rate. It's better than nothing. Blocks stun recovery. I don't really like that one. Charge recovery is good, but the element, it's fine. I'm not going to be too picky because later I'm going to roll them to be like basically what I want to be perfect. But yeah, that's rolling those, and we had this one that we can roll too. Let's go ahead and throw a transmute on it. Hinder, recovery when it's likely used on low life. I'd rather keep the immunity to chill freeze. Much better. This thing is kind of stuck here. Unless we want to do the quest, which at this point, sure, we'll go do it. It doesn't take that long, and it's always going to be stuck there. And this quest is really easy to do. So all you got to do is to take it. It's usually to the left over here. And just so it's like out of my inventory, and just in case you clicked it too. We can put the necklace here, and then we just talk to Helena. It's such a fast quest, but it's one of the things that you don't have to do. But you can get a reward. What I do like to get is an Onyx Amulet. The reason why is because it gives us all attributes, and if you need like extra strength, whatever, because we needed like extra strength for this, right? This amulet's so bad that we would definitely need to swap this off. But we will be getting a much better amulet. We already have it, but we just don't have like the requirements for it yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and vendor these off, clear up my inventory, and then we will resume on the next part. And let's see how many Chaos Orbs we have. So we have 2. Oh, we have 4. Okay. Well, if we have 4 Chaos Orbs, we still can't really get a 6th link. Let's check it out, actually. I guess this one's it's at 56. I try to keep these in about an hour, like, intervals, but looking at the type that we want a body armor, and we want it to be 6 links. Ideally, it has 1 red. I'd like 4 blue, but let's see what we can get. Let's see what comes up. So we're in the 30-ish Chaos Orb range. You can usually get, like, the lowest I'll really go to is about 20. I mean, ideally we can get Ambus, we can get way better rings. Like, ideally what we want on a ring is 2 resistances. Like that 7 cold resist thing is terrible. We could definitely get a much better ring. So let's see what we actually need for resistances. As of right now, we don't need any fire res. I do need like 20 cold res. So this could be a good time to get an upgrade here. So let's go to ring. Let's just refresh this. So we're going to go to ring, and we're going to go to cold resistance. Let's say 20 cold res. Let's say life. And let's say like 1 chaos orb, just so you guys could... I only really want to spend 1 anyways on this, so it's fine. I'm going to click this over here, and it's going to sort them by the one with the most life. This is level 65, so I'm going to also put in the parameters of max level, let's say, as the requirements, 59, because I'm about, I can level up pretty soon. So we'll do this, and we'll go to what has the most life. It's going to be what has the most life for 1 chaos orb that also has the requirements. And this one's got increased mana regen. Hey, that's good. Increased rarity. For 1 Chaos Orb, sure. Like, you could probably find some for an Alchs. Let's see if there's any for 1 Alchemy. No, not really. But we can look at other rings if you want to. Let's see. I like this just because of the mana regen. And, like, that's something that, like, once I go to 6 link, like, we're going to probably need something with mana regen. This is great for the cast speed. But don't feel like you need to jump the gun instantly. You can look at a couple at least. Well, with the maximum life, I could put, like, let's say, like, 70 life, because that's kind of what I'm looking for. And remember, that 70 life doesn't mean we just add 70 life to our life. We're going to be adding all that on with all the life percent. So usually, like, for example, this one gives us 75 life, right? But it gives us way more than 75. If I remove it, it's like, what, 200? Yeah, almost like 200. That's a pretty good amount, right? So that'll be nice, and that's a decent chunk of extra life that we'll have. So we'll look for something that has like some sort of mana regen. Let's see what the most mana regen we can get is 59. If we can get like a 2 stone ring, because usually you can resell these relatively easy. Energy shield, it could be okay to roll as well. Chaos resistance, like this is pretty good because it gives us chaos res, and that's not going to be something you get early on. Too easily, but chaos res usually isn't something you need to worry about until endgame. But like now, it's kind of like something we need to consider. But let me see if I can spot one out that's like pretty solid, And are we sorting this by life? Oh, I think we sorted by mana regen. Which, like I said, I actually kind of value. So we have 48. This one has got cold and lightning, and then another cold. So this would add lightning resistance. What's our lightning at right now? This way, like, if I swap out something else, like another piece of gear, I don't have to worry about the extra lightning resistance. But this one was really good. Our lightning resistances are at 80. Okay, so our lightning resistances are pretty A-okay. This doesn't give us anything but cold res. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna stress out about it. Like the longer I spend in here, like in literally 1 minute, I can get a thing that's like worth 1 chaos. So spending time in this is not really time efficient. That's one thing that I really stress when players like are thinking like, how do you get so much so fast? Stop worrying about it. Just go play the game. So hopefully we can get this for 1 chaos. If we can't, it's no big deal. I can whisper the next person, or the next person. Or the next person. We just go down. Okay, there we go. This is fine too. Because this one was the 2-stone. Yes, it is. Okay. The 2-stone one was kind of better because people generally will search for 2-stone. Hello, Magus. How you doing? By the way, did you play Diablo new League? Or new ladder? Because I know you're into Diablo as well. Do you play PoE? I don't know if you play PoE as well. Okay.
Go with the spirit.
So let's go right click trade. Oh, they're sending the trade request. Bam, get this ring. And we will be much better off with that extra life. So now instead of 2450, we'll have 2626.
Greetings.
Nice. So nice little upgrade, and this thing is like pretty trash, so it's not even really worth giving away to like a guildie or anything.
Hello.
All right. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this part. So yeah, we're going to be doing Act 8, but Act 8 is actually really cool. There's actually a really cool system they have for Act 8, which we'll show you. But we're going to actually do the lab first to get a massive DPS boost, and our minions hopefully will die a lot less. But anyways, thanks for tuning in for Act 7, Part 7. Act 8 coming up very soon. Take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Drop a like on your way. I'm out. Peace.